Most people think you need to become a citizen to own land in another country. Wrong. Dead wrong. And this video is going to show you exactly where. For many expats and retirees, moving abroad is just the beginning. The real goal, owning a home, a place that feels permanent, secure, and truly yours. But here's the challenge. Not every country allows foreigners to buy property easily. Some restrict land ownership. Some require local partnerships. Some make the process complicated. But others? They openly welcome foreign buyers, with fewer restrictions, clear legal frameworks, and even incentives. So in this video, we're exploring the best countries where expats and retirees can buy property without being a citizen, from Europe to Southeast Asia to Latin America. And by the end of this video, you'll know where buying property abroad is actually possible and practical. Portugal. Portugal imposes essentially no restrictions on foreign nationals purchasing property. There is no citizenship requirement. There is no residency requirement. There is no minimum investment threshold tied to property purchase itself. A citizen of the United States, Australia, Brazil, Nigeria, or Japan can arrive in Portugal, identify a property, instruct a local lawyer, and complete a freehold purchase in their own name, including land, through a process that typically takes 8 to 12 weeks from initial offer to title registration. This is freehold ownership, not leasehold, not a trust structure, not a company nominee arrangement. You own the land and the building outright, in your name, with full registered title. The Conservatoria do Registro Predial, which is publicly searchable, legally protected, and fully inheritable by your heirs under either Portuguese or your home country inheritance rules. Malaysia. Malaysia is widely considered the easiest place in Southeast Asia for foreigners to own freehold land and houses directly. Unlike its neighbors, Malaysia generally operates under a system in which foreigners can own freehold property in their own names. Most Southeast Asian countries require you to purchase a condo unit to obtain full ownership. In Malaysia, you can buy actual landed property, terrace houses, bungalows, and villas. The threshold: foreigners can own freehold property in Malaysia subject to minimum price thresholds, approximately $215,000 to $230,000. This is the minimum property value at which foreign ownership is permitted in most Malaysian states. It is a threshold designed to protect lower-cost housing for Malaysian citizens while allowing foreign investment in the upper middle and premium market segments. Colombia. Colombia allows foreign nationals to own property, including land, with full freehold title, directly in their own name, with rights that are constitutionally equivalent to Colombian citizens. There is no citizenship requirement. There is no residency requirement. There is no minimum investment threshold. A foreign national's property rights in Colombia are enshrined in Article 100 of the Colombian Constitution and are fully legally protected. The only meaningful restriction: properties in designated border zones and on certain protected land categories require additional administrative approvals, the same restrictions that apply to Colombian nationals. This is clean, constitutionally protected foreign freehold ownership. No nominees, no trust structures, no 30-year leases masquerading as ownership. Your name on the title deed. Full stop. Japan allows 100% foreign ownership of land with no citizenship or residency restrictions. There are no citizenship bans, no residency requirements, and you can buy freehold land even if you have never visited the country. You own the title deed outright. This applies to everything from a tiny plot in Tokyo to a sprawling ski chalet in Hokkaido. Let me say that again with the emphasis it deserves. Japan, one of the world's most developed, most stable, most legally sophisticated countries, allows any foreign national to own freehold land and property with zero restrictions. No citizenship, no residency, no minimum investment, no government approval requirement. You can purchase a property in Japan in the same legal framework as a Japanese national. This is extraordinary in the context of how difficult most countries make foreign land ownership, and it is a fact that is astonishingly underappreciated in retirement and expat content. Turkey allows foreigners to buy most types of property, including land, though military zones and certain regions are restricted. Turkey also offers citizenship by investment. The process is relatively streamlined. A foreigner can purchase property through a notarized transaction, and the title deed, tapu, is registered in the buyer's name with full freehold rights. The Citizenship by Investment program deserves specific mention because it is one of the most accessible in the world. A minimum property purchase of $400,000 qualifies the buyer for Turkish citizenship application, which is then processed within 3 to 6 months. Turkish citizenship provides a passport with visa-free access to approximately 110 countries, and more significantly, access to the Turkish healthcare system and social security framework. For buyers interested in both property and an alternative citizenship, Turkey's program is one of the most cost-effective available. This is the one that, in the context of foreign property ownership, I consider the most complete package in Latin America, combining fully accessible freehold foreign ownership with one of the world's most expat-friendly tax systems, a U.S. dollar economy that eliminates foreign exchange risk for American buyers entirely, and a lifestyle range that covers everything from highland cool climate mountain towns to Caribbean beach islands to a world-class international city. Panama's constitution guarantees equal property rights to foreign nationals and Panamanian citizens. A foreigner can purchase any type of private titled property in Panama, land, house, condominium, commercial building, with full freehold title directly in their name. The only meaningful restriction, beachfront properties in Panama are subject to a maritime zone law that limits certain categories of coastal land to concession rather than titled ownership, an important distinction to understand before purchasing near a beach, and a reason why independent legal due diligence is especially critical for coastal purchases. Greece has one of the most accessible foreign property ownership frameworks in Europe, one of the most affordable entry points for Mediterranean property ownership of any EU country, and one of the most beautiful property stocks, from Aegean Island white cube houses to Peloponnese stone farmhouses to Athenian neoclassical apartments, available anywhere in the world. And most people do not put these three facts together. Greece allows full property ownership by foreigners. There is no citizenship requirement, no residency requirement, no minimum investment threshold for property purchase itself. A foreign national can purchase a house, a plot of land, or an apartment in Greece in their own name with full freehold title. The only exception, properties in certain border zones and on islands close to Turkey require additional governmental approval, a process that is typically straightforward for buyers from most Western nations, but adds administrative time. Ecuador sits on this list because it does something that very few Latin American countries do comprehensively. It guarantees property rights to foreign nationals explicitly in its constitution, uses the U.S. dollar as its official currency, eliminating all foreign exchange risk for American buyers, and requires a retirement visa income threshold of only $800 per month, one of the lowest formal retirement visa requirements in the world. North Macedonia permits foreign nationals to purchase real estate, including buildings and certain categories of land, directly in their own names. Citizens of countries that maintain reciprocal property rights arrangements with North Macedonia, which includes most EU, UK, Australian, and Canadian nationals, can own property on equivalent terms to Macedonian citizens. Agricultural and forest land have additional restrictions, but residential, commercial, and the majority of urban land categories are accessible to foreign buyers. Costa Rica combines natural beauty, investor-friendly laws, and strong expat infrastructure, making it a standout choice for international real estate buyers. Foreign nationals can own titled property, land, and buildings with full freehold rights in their own name. The pensionado visa requires $1,000 of monthly retirement income. The property market ranges from beach houses on the Pacific and Caribbean coasts to mountain farms in the Central Valley. The due diligence requirements are specific. Maritime zone law restricts beachfront ownership similarly to Panama, but for titled interior properties, Costa Rica offers genuinely reliable, constitutionally protected foreign ownership rights.